Hey guys, and today I will show you how to master the specialist Recon in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Welcome, I am Xanis from Gamescrit Network, where we help you out with your games, and Recon is the intel support specialist. And I say he's really generally good in every team because knowing where the enemies are is important. Yet I don't really care that much to play him for that, so for my say it is better that someone else plays him that want to desperately know where the enemies are, and he is a support, so you can still benefit everything he does while not playing him. So his weaponry is the vision pulse that will let you and your team see enemies highlighted in red through walls. His equipment is the sensor dart that will reveal enemies in its proximity. So his vision pulse may seem one of the most overpowered abilities in the game. What I think is a little bit dramatic. It is good, but still it is kind of balanced. Because if the user of the pulse dies, it pretty much stops it. And you also see yourself glowing in red if you're pulsed. So you have to be careful. And vision pulse doesn't really take that long. It is only for 3 pulse waves. But what it basically does is when you activate it, you put on your vision pulse from your helmet, and that will let you see in gray and highlight enemies in red through walls. This will also let your teammates see the enemies through walls, and you will put out 3 pulse waves to see enemies, and then the ability goes on cooldown. If you die during the vision pulse, the ability will stop and it will go on cooldown. For every enemy you pulse, you will gain points, and also when teammates take them down while they're pulsed, you will gain some extra points as well. This is really handy to getting those last points to get your score streaks. What I always do when I activate my pulse after the first wave, I look around so I don't get shot from the back, because if you die, the vision pulse is gone and you don't get those extra points and maybe some easy kills. So if nobody is near, then I go where the enemies come from and wait around the corners until I get the second pulse wave and take them down with ease. And same goes for the last pulse, and that is basically how I use it. Vision pulse can be used in the water, so pulse away. Vision pulse is hard to counter, but there are 2 things to keep in mind. The cold-blooded perk will highlight you, but only for a brief moment, so when you are pulsed, they can't track you that long, and when you kill the recon using the vision pulse, it will stop it. There's one thing that I found very annoying when I use the vision pulse myself, is just the gray screen you get when using it, and the screen will also get a little blurry, so I don't like that as well. So that is why I don't really like using vision pulse myself, and I find it better that my teammates picks recon, because you can see the highlighted enemies way better when your screen is just normal. For the sensor dart, what is also really handy tool to flash out enemies, you will shoot a dart, and on the place where you shot it, you and your team can see enemies in your map in its proximity. It's really handy to capture objectives or defend them, and also when you go into buildings where the enemies are, so you can prepare to take them out. Be sure to shoot the dart in high places and not on the ground, because you don't want it to be destroyed, and it has a really long cooldown, so better to use it effectively. You can shoot the sensor dart in the water, so you can safely place it there so it won't get destroyed. There are 2 ways to counter it, and that is by running the engineer perk that will let you see the sensor dart in red through walls. So be sure to always destroy this thing, because you might end up dying because the enemy knows you are there. And running a cold-blooded perk will only show you briefly, and I'm not sure it's really helpful because you will still be shown on the map if you stay in that spot where the sensor dart is, so the perk really doesn't help that much. For the game modes, he's really good in all of them because he's a general support class, and he is just really handy in general. In objective game modes, the sensor dart is really good to capture them and hold them. The vision pulse is good anywhere. It's always nice to see enemies through walls. In Search and Destroy, it can win you some easy rounds. Using the sensor dart in hardcore will pop out the Raider for as long as the dart lasts. So that is also nice to take out enemies, and keep in mind that the Raider will only pop for you and not for your teammates. Best way I play Recon is to use the vision pulse when I'm safe, so I don't get shot in the back after using it and getting the remaining points for the high-end score streaks, and use the sensor dart to protect myself from enemies, or it's good for pushing the enemies within the objective or buildings. Although Recon is a very good in general, I don't really play him that much because his abilities are good, but the cooldowns are just way too long for me, and I don't like the gray screen, so better that someone else plays him, so I can still benefit from the sensor darts they place and also from their vision pulse when I have the normal screen and not the gray screen. So guys, that is all I have to share about Recon. If you like playing him or have any more tips and tricks to share about him, then let me know in the comments. But that wraps up the video. I thank you guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want more gaming videos, like this one, then you could subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. But that is it for today. I catch you guys next time.